out and then out again and again further. Don't pull in within your mind in looking, seeing, and knowing, in focusing out from the out itself furthermore. Let go of the letting go itself. Let go of let go and not letting go. No limits. Continuously, infinitely out. Don't be obsessed with just pulling into yourself. Out. Renounce from both renouncing and not renouncing. Let go of both letting go and not letting go. Releasing from the releasing itself. Don't be obsessed to pull in for oneself, to just grasp anything for oneself. Just out. Giving out. Without limit. Out even from the out itself. Give out even the giving out itself. Releasing from the releasing itself. Relax from the relaxing itself. Giving out. No limits. Give out without limits. Don't be limited to certain extent. No limits. Let go of the letting go itself. Everything, no limits. So that there is cleansing through the emptiness, without trace. The great compassion, Mahasunyata Nibbana, cleanses samsara through Mahasunyata Nibbana. Without trace, cleansing without trace for everything. Let go of both letting go and not letting go, everything. Renounce from both renouncing and not renouncing. Not grasping for both grasping and not grasping, everything. No limits. Out infinitely. Out again and again, out beyond out itself, beyond giving out itself. Open up widely, blossom out, and discard the blossoming state. No lotus flowers that keep the blossoming state. The blossom flowers discard itself. Discard the discarding itself. Let go of the letting go itself. Everything is from let go of the letting go itself. It's ending itself. Everything is from not grasping for the non-grasping itself. It is ending itself. This is not about not grasping and then going for Nibbana anywhere. It's not like that. Not grasping ending itself. Everything is from not grasping for the non-grasping itself. From not grasping for both grasping and not grasping. If you want to not end, continue with grasping, overlaying grasping on and on and on and on. in a way that is not enlightened, in a way of being deluded to knowing, attachment to knowing, continue to grasp. The grasping doesn't dissolve itself. It becomes samsara of self-torture on and on, samsara of self-torture, samsara of self-torture continuously, grasping, overlaying grasping. Let go of the letting go itself, so that the let go lets go of itself and ends itself. It's not about trying to let go of anything. Turn back, discard the discarding itself, let go of the letting go itself. Step back from the step back itself. Ending the not grasping itself is not about grasping, not grasping for anything. The let go, step back to let go of itself. The not grasping, step back to not grasping for itself. And all together with everything at once. The not attached, step back to not attached to the non-attachment itself. This will end all about attachment and non-attachment. Nothing is left as attachment or non-attachment. Nothing is left as attachment and non-attachment. Being obsessed with pulling something for oneself, grasping for oneself. The knowing, grasping for knowing, seeing, grasping for seeing. Just grasp. Thinking, grasping for thinking, opinions, meanings, just grasp for itself only. Reasoning, grasping for itself, causes and results, grasping for itself, grasping for everything, grasping even liberation of suffering, grasping even the enlightenment, grasping for something that is not grasping for itself. Just grasping only. The lotus flowers blossom out of itself. Everything is renouncing, even from the renouncing itself, not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Everything is from renouncing, even from the renouncing itself. Everything is from not attached, even to the non-attachment itself. With this, it will end all about attachment and non-attachment. This will end all about giving up or not giving up. It will end all about letting go or not letting go. Letting go and not letting go is the same. Nibbana doesn't have letting go or not letting go, giving up or not giving up. Nibbana doesn't have attachment or non-attachment. Nibbana doesn't have even not having itself. Don't be obsessed with pulling into oneself. Trying to be deluded to have something that doesn't exist, trying to be towards something that doesn't exist as being deluded, trying to be deluded to be, to think that it is, towards something that it is not, pulling in and being deluded to have something that doesn't exist, being deluded to try to get something that doesn't grasp. This is an ego. Being selfish. Being selfish. This is just greedy. Whatever, just grasp for oneself, being greedy, an ego. trying to grasp something that doesn't grasp, even grasping and non-grasping, trying to be something that doesn't be or not be. Therefore, everything is from not grasping, for both grasping and not grasping. Everything, 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 without exception, everything. All at once, the essence of the enlightenment, everything is from not grasping, for both grasping and not grasping, all at once. All at once, instantaneous, instantaneous, with the essence of helping through the enlightenment. Everything from not having, both having and not having, from not being, both being and not being, from my to both my and not my, instantaneously, at once, cutting deluded knowing as helping, all at once, instantaneously, cutting and help through cutting instantaneously. From not grasping, for both grasping and not grasping, from cut to both cut and not cut, from give up, both giving up and not giving up, from let go of both letting go and not letting go, with this it will end all about letting go and not letting go, ending both renouncing and not renouncing. This will end all about grasping and not grasping. This will end all about having and not having, ending both being and not being, and even the ending itself, not to be busy with self-torture. This will be by Nibbana, cleanses samsara automatically, purely cleansing samsara through Nibbana. Let go of the letting go. From let go of the letting go. Let go of the letting go. Renounce from the renouncing self. Everything all at once. Renounce from the renounce itself. Do not be deluded to renounce anything to become like a self-torture. Renounce from the renouncing itself. Mindfulness is anatta, is not something to be attached to. Meditation, concentration is the same, it's not something to be attached to. Equanimity is as well anatta. Don't seek for something that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, both existence and non-existence. Don't seek for security for something that is not about attachment or non-attachment. Not attached to both attachment and non-attachment. Do not be busy seeking for something to hold on to, towards something that is not both it is or it is not. Don't seek for something like a pillar to hold on to. It is anicca anatta in the pillar itself, in the principle itself. Don't seek for security in something that is anatta. From not grasping, for both grasping and not grasping, all the same with everything. Ending all about blossoming and closing. Ending all about attachment and non-attachment. From not grasping, for both grasping and not grasping, for everything in all the particle in this elemental world. Ending all about attachment and non-attachment. From not grasping, for both grasping and not grasping, all the same with everything. Ending attachment and non-attachment. End the burdens of trying to attach and not attach. Ending the burdens of trying to be bound or to be free. In the past, there is a delusion to grasp for grasping and not grasping, attaching and not attaching. That's why it's self-torture, circling in self-torture. Being deluded to something that is not attached to both attachment and non-attachment, it turns into self-torture of circling in self-torture, samsara of self-torture. Step back. Mai to both mai and not mai, all the same. Don't be offside with the desire. Don't be obsessed with identifying. That is the desire, offside desire. Step back, cut to both cutting and not cutting. Step back from the stepping back itself. With this, it will end even the ending itself, end the self in the ending. Everything step back from the stepping back itself. The cause, the seed ends itself. The seed ends itself automatically. The cause ends itself automatically.